Michael. Thanks for being with us today. As we sit here waiting for our load, let's answer some questions. So, what does your day-to-day look like?
It can really go, it can vary. It can go either way. Like I said before, some days can go anywhere from, I can have a 6 hour taking something somewhere, or yesterday it was 14 and a half. So it can vary depending on what you're hauling and where you're going and how everything goes.
So, depending on the hours in your day, what time do you usually wake up in the morning?
That also varies. That can be anywhere from 3 to 7.
Okay. What are we hauling today? So, we're here in near Wofford, Iowa. What are we picking up?
Picking up cornstarch, and we're going to take it to Fort Dodge.
Okay, and how do the seasons change your job? So today we're hauling cornstarch. Do you haul cornstarch all the time, or what are some of the different things that you haul?
With hop or anything, it's corn, soybeans. I've had non-GMO beans in there, and we take those to Grinnell. With van, I've had our own seed, broker loads or seed. This is a broker load that I'm hauling for. It's XPO, I believe, is who I'm hauling for, is the broker. But taking the starch, and then I've had the cardboard, recycled cardboard, so that can mess with where you're going and like how long it takes.
Is planting and harvesting season usually a little busier for you versus winter and summertime?
Very. That's all I can say to that one, is very. It changes a lot.
Okay, how much does the semi-load weigh that we are hauling today?
Right now you can haul a max up to 80,000 pounds, but normally with a van load it's anywhere from 72 to 76 most times. It's not much more than that. With hopper, during harvest time, if the governor signs the bill to do it, you can haul up to 90,000, but that's only for harvest time, certain period. But even with hopper, whatever, it's 80,000.
So the cornstarch today weighs 80,000, or is it a little less than that?
A little less than that. Just the cornstarch itself weighs 43,365, I believe, and then the truck itself weighs 33. So it's like a 76, 77, give or take a little.
Okay. What sort of license or requirements education do you have to be allowed to drive a semi?
With everything that I'm doing, I have my Class A, so I can drive anything, anywhere. But being only 19, I can't leave the state. That's my only restriction with mine. But
so when you say Class A, do you mean CDL?
Yeah, Class A CDL, and I have my air brakes, everything, that, because being the semi has the air brakes, so you have to have that to actual drive.
So where do you get a license to, or a CDL? Like, how did you get your license to start?
I went to the DMV and took the 3 tests. It's the general knowledge, the air brakes, and I'm drawing a blank on the other one right now. I'll think of it. But took those 3 tests on the computer, passed those, and then I went to, my company allowed it, to take a 1-day class, driving class and everything, in Ankeny, Iowa. So I was up there and did a day class, and then by the end of the day I had my full CDL. So I had my permit for the, I don't remember the time you needed it, but I had my permit, and then I got it, and then came back and went through my own company to start driving by myself.
What is your favorite part of the job?
Just growing up, being around semis and everything, it's always been a big thing for me. So it's never I may say in the mornings when I don't want to get out of bed that, oh, I don't want to go, but right when you get in the truck, your whole mood changes, because it's something fun that I've always wanted to do. My dad did it, brother's done it, my grandpa's did it. It's just a thing that I like.
So being that you have that background, did your dad haul something similar, or what did your dad's kind of career path look like?
He used to own his own trucking business, but I'm not 100% what they would haul. They'd go from Guttenberg to California, so they went a lot further than what I'm going. But I'm not 100%, I'd have to ask him. Just van loads again.
And what's the difference between a van load and, you've mentioned hauling grain, so that's called a hopper. Can you kind of explain what the difference in how the trucks look, or the semi, or the trailers look?
Most times when you see a van trailer, it's by a truck with a sleeper. that just so you actually have a place to stay in when you're out over the road.
So this right here is a van trailer.
Yep, that's a van trailer. And it's a van because it's just a dry van. There's nothing to it. It's literally a box trailer. And if it have the big, be like an engine on the front, is a reefer, and it's going to keep everything cold. So like if I was hauling food or freezables or whatever, it would be in a reefer. With hauling grain, you try and have the lightest truck you can, so you can haul the most bushel of grain in the trailer. So.
Okay. What's the most challenging part of your job?
Honestly, there's not many. Most would be dealing with people. When you have to call the brokers and deal with that, or if something doesn't go right. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward.
And you're working with a lot of different companies, and when you come and pick up different loads, it's a different place, and sometimes you're going different towns and communities all over Iowa. So yeah, you're probably working with lots of different pieces, putting the puzzle together.
Very.
How important is transportation to agriculture?
It's a big part. Like right now, I'm doing the cornstarch, but like delivering the seed, obviously the farmers are going to need that. Taking the grain, you're getting rid of it, selling it. So I mean, you need the trucking industry to get things to and from that everybody that needs them, and to the farmers that obviously when they want something, they're not just going to go. They can, but most times they're not just going to go pick up a truckload of seed or whatever they need. So I'd say it's a pretty substantial part.
So for example, today the cornstarch that we're picking up from here in Walford, that cornstarch will be used in lots of different things in the grocery stores, but also things that you might not even think about, like batteries, even M&Ms. Next time you eat an M&M, you might notice a white rim in between the chocolate and the cover, the coating. That's actually cornstarch. So cornstarch and just agriculture in general, transportation is very important. All right, do you have any last comments?
Not much.
Well,
I like doing it, so.
Thank you for being with us today, and thanks for letting me ride along.
Thanks.